Nature's pulse, a waking dream, dipping in the river stream. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for granting us a community that is safe, inclusive, and nurturing, and for blessing us with local leaders who do their work with our best interests at heart. We come before you today in a spirit of unity and support for one of those leaders, our former Mayor and President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. In these challenging times, we ask for your guidance and strength to surround him. Grant him wisdom as he navigates the difficulties brought about by persecution and injustice. May our prayers uplift him in moments of doubt and remind him that he is loved, especially by the Dabaweños that he has served for many years. Help us to stand together as one people, strong, resilient, and uncompromising towards truth and justice. Guide us in fostering understanding and compassion among our fellow citizens, even with those whose opinions differ from ours. Lord, instill in our hearts a spirit of cooperation and solidarity as we strive to build a better future for all. May your light shine upon our nation, guiding us through the storms we face. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Mabuhay Madayaw! I am Attorney Christine Joy Bermudo, your Sinag ng Davao 2026, and you are watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Valer.
Mabuhay Madayaw! Ako si Robin Grace Udali, ang inyong patnubay ng Davao 2026. You're watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Hi everyone, this is Blessy Abigail P. Kumaingking, your Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao 2024 runner-up and your reigning Miss Valencia 2025. You are now watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Hi everyone, my name is Kai Del Coro, your local Davao event host, and you are watching Kadangpan Live by Carlo Dolier.
I am Abigail Balili, your patnubay ng Davao 2024.
I am Fredoma Nova Tinasas Corporal, your pag-asa ng Dabaw 2024.
I am Juan Breglo, your Sinag ng Davao.
Jan Marine Rendon, your Diwa ng Dabaw.
Hello, I am Hannah PICCIO, your Mutya ng Davao 2024, and you're watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Hello everyone, I am Charmaine Sanchez Ferrog, your Miss Philippines Earth Mindanao 2024, and you're watching Kadangpan Live by Carlo Dolier.
My name is Alexa Rhoda and I am your Miss Earth Australia 2025 and we are here with Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Mabuhay ug madayaw. This is Rebecca Gail Celis, your Mutya ng Davao 2025, and you're watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Mabuhay ug madayaw. This is Dana Gabriel Taufa, your D1 ng Davao 2025 and you're watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Mabuhay ug madayaw. This is Catriona Batu, your Pag-asa ng Davao 2025, and you're watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Sawadika, mabuhay ug madayaw. This is Angel Alicaba, your patnubay ng Davao 2025 and you're watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Mabuhay madayaw. I am Attorney Christine Joy Bermudo, your Sinag ng Davao 2026, and you are watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Mabuhay madayaw. Ako si Robin Grace Dowley, ang inyong patnubay ng Davao 2026. You're watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier. Hello everyone, good evening. I am Feliz Clarentea Solomon Resantes from the Municipality of Sindangan, Province of Zamboanga del Norte. And I want to thank you all for watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
Siguro nakamatikod ka ng akong komentaryong ayaw
giya sa mga priority legislations sa CAPSA ug kalinaw.
Live broadcast hinapon na naamos maning bagway lamang malapan ni KBP President usa ka mabungahon adlaw Huwebes kanilang uban
I'm Anna. Mabuhay ug madayaw. Gikan sa Davao.
Mabuhay ug madayaw. Thank you so much for having me, Sir Carlo. Salamat kaayo.
All the way from Davao City.
Hello po, good afternoon.
One of the challenges that we really need to face in some household.
delikado po na ginagawa
And thank you so much as well for inviting me to your podcast or to your vlog.
You still have the same ball of sunshine kind of energy from the first day that I met you. So keep that up.
Kita man gyud pinaka-close sa inyo mga candidates.
Thank you. Hi everyone.
I hope you continue to prosper and success in the future.
I hope that God will give you an abundant life because you truly deserve it.
Kadangpan Live online dinta kauban nato sa online tigbalita.
Now always believe in yourself and always remember that you're representing your country.
Habas! No, that's not the word.
Interviewing you.
Oh, actually, I'm so surprised, and I think this is a good start.
Mabuhay ug madayaw, Sir Carlo, and also to Kadangpan channel. Hello everyone, it's nice to see you again.
It really warms my heart from someone from Davao is actually interviewing me right now. It's beautiful that I am given a chance to be interviewed by someone who isn't from my city. So I get to raise my awareness.
Now that you've traveled all the way from Davao, so you really work hard and you're really passionate. Sir Carlo is a source of truth.
Despite di parang personal problems and difficulties niya, grabe siya katatag.
Cheers time.
At this juncture,
Number 1 is very a challenging number, but of course, challenge accepted.
Kay dako pasalamat sa Kadangpangan and also sa imo Sir Carlo.
Nice to see you again, sir.
Yes.
Mabuhay og madayaw, Kadangpan fans. It's good to be back.
I am very grateful and thankful for these opportunities.
I am very grateful to be here standing with you, and it is such a great experience to be talking to you.
Of course.
So why?
Wow, congratulations!
I couldn't say no, so now I'm here.
Tapos nag-interview pag yung kasama yung kumawa, kasi sikat kayo ni sila nga media dadto. So,
Mabuhay og madayaw. Hello.
Mabuhay og madayaw.
Hello once again.
So kung magpintas man, okay lang, walang problema. Kasi ako'y nanibago.
Samantha Mariel Arinario, ang inyong kadangpan sa balita.
Feliz Clarion Salomon Santos, ang inyong kadangpan sa balita.
Ano lang
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, candidate number 1.
Please, Miss. Hello.
You already memorized my name. Hi everyone. Miss Philippines
Oh my gosh,
Ulo pa ganan, kikog chocolate. Thank you so much!
crown of clouds, summer shores, the silver shrouds, Davao life a vibrant beat, where the mountains and islands meet. Davao life a vibrant beat, where the mountains and islands meet. Coffee hills and orchid bloom, chasing out the city gloom. Nature's pulse, a waking dream, dipping in the river stream. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong. story told in the warmth of green and gold. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong. Peak of Apple, crown of clouds, summer shores, the silver shrouds. Davao, life of vibrant beat, where the mountains and islands meet. Davao, life of vibrant speed, where the mountains and islands meet. Coffee hills and orchid bloom, chasing out the city gloom. Nature's pulse, a waking dream, dipping in the river stream. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong. Kadaya on a rhythmic fire, lifting up the spirit higher. Urban flow with a rural soul, finding beauty makes us whole. Investment in the vibrant spark, leave your shadow in the dark. Every corner story told in the warmth of green and gold. Every corner story told in the warmth of green and gold. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong. Peak of Apple, crown of clouds, summer shores, the silver shrouds. Davao, life of vibrant beat, where the mountains and islands meet. Davao, life of vibrant speed, where the mountains and islands meet. Coffee hills and orchid bloom, chasing out the city gloom. Nature's pulse, a waking dream, dipping in the river stream. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong. Kadaya on a rhythmic fire, lifting up the spirit higher. Urban flow with a rural soul, finding beauty makes us whole. Investment in the vibrant spark, leave your shadow in the dark. Every corner story told in the warmth of green and gold. Every corner story told in the warmth of green and gold. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep Talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong. Peak of Apple, pulse, a waking dream, dipping in the river stream. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong. Kadayawan, a rhythmic fire, lifting up the spirit higher. Urban flow with a rural soul, finding beauty makes us whole. Investment in the vibrant spark, leave your shadow in the dark. Every corner story told in the warmth of green and gold. Every corner story told in the warmth of green and gold. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong. Peak of Apo, crown of clouds, summer shores, the silver shrouds. Davao, life a vibrant beat, where the mountains and islands meet. Davao, life a vibrant speed, where the mountains and islands meet. Coffee hills and orchid bloom, chasing out the city gloom. Nature's pulse, a waking dream, dipping in the river stream. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong. Kadayawan, a rhythmic fire, lifting up the spirit higher. Urban flow with a rural soul, finding beauty makes us whole. Investment in the vibrant spark, leave your shadow in the dark. Every corner story told in the warmth of green and gold. Every corner story told in the warmth of green and gold. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum. Pep talks, your lifestyle and tourism forum, where we belong.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live! Mabuhay Madayaw, may butas sa itong tanan. Welcome to Pep Talks. Of course, I'm your moderator, Ray Garcia, and it's another busy month for the tourism and lifestyle here in Davao region. So, di natin pagdagidugayon pa, no? We have a handful of guests with us this morning, starting off with our very good friend, the officer in charge of the Davao City Office of the Culture and the Arts, Mr. CASAYSAY. Mabuhay Madayaw, and welcome ka.
Yes, may buntag, mabuhay kasining. Ug syempre, daghang kayong salamat sa pag-invite. Ian, this is my first time to be sa Pep Talk.
Welcome. Di wala din na dayon to last time, no? And of course, you also with us, of course, she's not a stranger anymore to most of us here in Davao, no? She's the Mutya ng Davao 2024, but she's going to tell us something different naman this time about their Dream Big workshops for children. We have Miss HANNA PICCIO. HANNA.
Hello everyone. Hello, mabuhay Dabaw. Thank you so much for having me. It's also my first time here at Pep Talks. I'm HANNA, Mutya ng Davao 2024, but this morning I'm here as the Executive Director of Making You Dreamers Incorporated. Thank you.
Thanks, okay, we'll get more details later, no? And we also have with us from Star Hotel and Paramount Coffee, Mr. Luel Bangalawan. My bundag,
Maayong buntag, Dakbens Dabaw, mabuhay na dayaw. So I am Luel from Star Hotel and Paramount Coffee.
Thank you very much. And of course, kauban po natin this morning is going to tell us more about the Lannang Symposium. We have with us Mr. Laurence Lu. Laurence, maayong buntag ay mabuhay na dayaw.
Maayong buntag, I'm Lawrence. And also, thank you ho, Yung Tong. So, what's this? Yeah, so I'm here representing Lannang Archives and we're promoting the Lannang Symposium happening this July 10-11 in Shanghai.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll get more details later. And of course, isa sa mga suki nato diri, no? But she's here not for the school, but for DATA, no? For the Davao Tourism Association. She's the chairperson for the Academe sector, Miss Anne Pelingon. Hello, Anne.
Hello. Mabuhay madayaw to all and to our live Facebook viewers. Hi there. I'm here. This is basically my second time, but the last time I was here was promoting about an event in our school. But this time I'm representing the Davao Tourism Association, and we'll be giving you a very good training this coming July. So later we'll discuss further. Thank you.
Okay, another suki of Pep Talks we have with us from Montefrio Garden Resort, of course, Mr. Luis Salazar. Luis, mabuhay madayaw.
Mabuhay madayaw, Sir Ian. Mabuhay madayaw, everyone. My name is Luis Enrico Salazar, the Senior Sales and Marketing Executive of Montefrio. It's good to be back, and for today's Pep Talk, I'll be talking about the offering of the 60th year anniversary of Montefrio, which will happen next month, and of course, the newest Highland offering of the Highlands of Mount Apo.
Ano po yung bago?
Yun ba na?
There's always something new, no, sa Montefrio. And of course, our friends from Luxebridge Hotel. We have with us Nico Chato and Miss Jigs Cruz.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sir Ian. Mabuhay madayaw. So, I am Emika from Luxebridge, Sales Executive. So, I'm with our F&B Supervisor.
Mabuhay madayaw. I'm Jigs Cruz, F&B Supervisor of the Daily Table of Luxebridge Hotel.
All right, thank you so much and welcome to Pep Talks. We'll start the ball rolling with Oka. No? Of course, we all know that there's a lot of activities going on in the city because of Duo Dabaw. Would you like to tell us what's happening right now and what's going to happen next, especially in our arts and culture sector?
Yes, thank you, Ian. Una-una pasalamat yun with all the support. No? Now, Duo Dabaw this year is different because we put the center stage ang atong culture and arts. In fact, we just have our expo wherein nakafocus ang mga different disciplines of the arts. We have literary, we have visual arts, and of course, dili lang sila, we also feature film. We have film showing and art market at Cinematheque. And it is so parang disappointing because Cinematheque is with Davao City since 2012. But a lot of people doesn't know that they offer a lot of films for free. And then lately lang nila nahabalaan. So I am so happy because in the creation of the Davao City Office for Culture and the Arts, now we put into center stage na yun ang mga different culture and arts and heritage. In fact, this year we are celebrating the 100th year of the Davao City Hall. And we seek permission with the National Historical Commission to renovate and repaint. And in fact, they give us a go signal so atong napinturahan din siya bagong color. So more or less, I think we really now looking into our heritage sa Davao City. And especially so na karon aware na ang atong gobyerno, the whole of government is aware. We have a heritage law na tung 2009 pa siya ginihimo. In fact, ang pinakatingkad nito is that we cannot just demolish 50 years old na mga structures, buildings in Davao City. They have to seek the permission of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. So, dahan-dahan po, nasa cycle na po ngayon ng mga tao. In fact, we are also very much happy na nagkaroon na ng repurpose ang mga old structures. No? Nagkaroon na ng panibagong bagong buhay. Like, for example, along Huna, which I think we're going to develop a neighborhood walk later on, na a lot of mga old heritage houses are transformed into restaurant, into mga event center. So I think dahan-dahan na. And this is a good thing because akala nila walang pera dun sa culture and the arts. In fact, culture and the arts is hand in hand with the tourism sector. Ito yung bagong mga destinations. A lot of mga tourists now are into adventure and into history. And aside from that, I think Davao City is so happy because with our new breed of mga officials, led of course by our young and dynamic mayor, nakita niya na even though maski siyang mahitabo sa Davao City, as long as we know our history, our heritage, maski anong ibato nilang mga problema sa atin, we could be resilient and we could withstand and we will know where to go in the future. So that's very laudable of what's going on in Davao City.
And we're happy also with the Office of the Arts and Culture, no? Because we all have these assets, no? Culture and arts here in the city. Pero until na ang inyong office na, you were able to tap into this potential attractions for Davao City.
Yes, and of course, malapad, we have a lot of talents in Davao City. Hindi lang sila nabibigyan ng pagkakataon. And we are so happy because of the office. We nakapag-network kami sa kanila. We reached them. And now we are giving them a platform, a space wherein they could present. No, like for example, we have a lot of filmmakers in Davao City. Kaya lang, ngayon lang nila na-access and nabibigyan sila ng wider range of audience. And yung visual artists, we have a lot of visual artists pero wala silang mga spaces wherein they could exhibit. And now with the tying up with the different hotels, nagtatransform na ang mga lobbies ng hotel into galleries.
Right.
Now, in fact, ang isa dito is Ray Hotel, which is at the center of the heart of Davao City, sa Pedro Street. Natatransform yung kanilang lobby. So, which I think magandang perspective, no? Wherein a lot of mga artists all over the world could go and seek kung unsa gid ay ang mga talents diri sa Davao. In fact, later on, basig madiskusyon po nato kay we already started na pushing forward Davao City to be one of the creative cities of the UNESCO. So, may mga developments, hindi tayo nakadali na mag-build dito sa PAD. So, most probably, I have to give an update because mangutagan magkulbangutan na asa tapadulo. Ay, kung magiging part na tayo sa UNESCO Creative City Network of the World, magkakaroon talaga tayo ng exposure to the whole world. No? Magpuntahan sila dito. Kadami pa namang mga creatives. No? So that is why also, apart from culture, arts, heritage, we're also pushing our creative industry. So come September, which is the Creative Month, we are now preparing geared towards, no, para mahatagan pag ito taas na value and maprotektahan ang interest ng ating musicians, ang ating mga performers, and lahat ng all the 7 disciplines of the arts.
Alright, and because of that, no, we're parang given a better and wider appreciation of the culture of the arts in the city. And mo-connect lang ko, no, we will also be talking about arts, culture, and heritage. I'd like to talk with Mr. Laurence Luke. He's with the Lannang Archives, and they're going to have a symposium. Dugay na kayo ko excited po daan because I'm hearing about this. Coming from a Chinese school also. So, I'd like to know more kung ano ba to, what is Lannang Archives is all about, and what is this symposium all about?
Okay, thank you for the question po, Sir Ian. So, just to clarify po, I know a lot of people get this mixed up po. They see Lannang Symposium. Ano ba yan? Is that in SM Lannang? Sorry, no, we're not. We're not in any way affiliated po. Or, fortunately or unfortunately. And also, yung Lannang po dyan, that's actually, if any of you also went to Chinese schools, no, or anything, or have any Chinese relatives, you might have heard that word po, no? Lannang or Lannang way, no? So that's usually referring to, ano po, yung basically yung Pinoy community usually. It's like mga Hokkien-speaking people around here in the Philippines. So we usually call ourselves Lannang, which means our people, no? Or you can say Lannang way, which literally means our people's language, no? and so yung Lannang Archives was actually formed because it's like, what's this? Okay. Sorry, back up. So yung Lannang Symposium na lang muna. No? So this is organized by the Lannang Archives. We do it every year. Right? So starting in 2024, it was actually in UP Diliman. You know? And then in 2025, it was in Bahay Chinoy in Manila again. Pero this year, 2026, we're excited to bring it here to Davao for the first time po. So this is a gathering where siguro if you have any Chinese heritage, everyone is welcome actually. Like if you have Chinese heritage, whether you don't, if you're just interested or anything, you want to learn the language, you want to reconnect to your roots, everyone's welcome. So we have 14 workshops over 2 days po. That's July 10 to 11, 2026 in Davao Chonghua High School, not in Lannang. Yeah. So yeah. So yun po. So that's what we're doing, and yun. So to connect that to what our organization is all about. We're a non-profit organization called the Lannang Archives. So we're dedicated to actually preserving, revitalizing Lannang Way, or the language, right? Which a lot of kids nowadays, you're not gonna hear them speak it. Pero pag you talk with their yung mga ama, angkong nila, yung mga lola nila, right? Usually it's like, diba? You need to what's this? You kind of have to speak like. Parang there's usually a language barrier there. So it's a very common experience. So it's like there are situations like that, and then of course yung mga elder generations, they look at the younger generations and say, sayang naman, okay, you don't know how to speak it. You can hear, you can understand, you can't speak it, so parang yun. So there are some problems there, right? Na parang okay, so a lot of us later on we feel medyo alienated na din. I believe that's a very common experience. Kaya yun, we lose out on the culture. We lose out on all the people who are actually interested in keeping it alive din. And on top of that, a lot of you might also be thinking, bakit may Chinese na parang language dito in the first place, right? And so just to give a little like background there, if I may, parang this is like there have been several waves of migration here to the Philippines ng mga Chinese, right? And I'm sure you also, like a lot of us here know people din na parang, okay, Yap ang surname, or Lim, or something, or Uy, and then Bisaya ka Naum, or something, or like, but yeah, that's really the reality of it, right? We have a lot of, people with Chinese heritage who really did migrate here, integrated with the culture. And now, one thing we want to point out is Lannang Way. Lannang Way is not actually a Chinese language. This is something kind of, this may be a little controversial. We don't frame Lannang Way as a Chinese language. This is a Philippine construct. Wala yung term na Lannang Way in any other part of the world. You go to Singapore, they speak Hokkien. You go to Taiwan, they speak Hokkien. You go to Penang, Malaysia, they speak Hokkien. But you say, Lannang Way, bro. You don't understand that. They don't even know the term. Lannang Way. They don't know that term. It's not even technically correct grammar din. No? So that's only a Philippine, that's something that only happened here in the Philippines. And that's something nice. Yes. And on top of that, some other really interesting things are, alam siguro po natin lahat na may mga words na hiniram ng Filipino from Chinese, right? Things like sushi, what else? Mga bimpo, mga ganun, right? Pero, you know what? There's also words from Filipino that also got integrated, also got adapted sa Lannang Way itself. No? And even in day-to-day usage, we have people, actually most of the time, you'll hear people, if they say they're speaking Lannang Way, usually, more often than not, they will be they will really be putting mga Filipino words in it, whether it's Tagalog or Bisaya or halo-halo, like Idongo or anything, depends on wherever they are. There's all that beauty and variation in it. And this is something we really want to highlight and cherish. And whatever form of the Lannang way it is, these are things we want to celebrate.
Because language is dynamic, no? It changes over time. So yeah, so I'm sure that you'll be discussing that all during the symposium, no?
Yes,
All
yes,
this
ma'am.
about arts and culture and heritage of the Lanang culture.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll get more details later, no? I'll now go to Hannah because Hannah has her own non-profit organization which they call the Dream Big or Making New Dreams or Dreamers Incorporated. Would you like to tell us more about it, Hannah?
Thank you, Sir Ian. I'd like to introduce Making You Dreamers too. No? So, I'm Hannah. I've already mentioned that. But this NGO was established. It started way, way back as a kid pagyud ko. It was just something that me and my mom and my parents were doing as a kid. But it started its roots when I was a teenager sa among balay. Naghimo ko og bookshop, no? And I used to charge 5 pesos for 1 hour sa mga bata na sa subdivision lang. And then wato sila dito, yung mga bata sila nagkamay, na cute kayo. So 5 pesos nila, maabot na po mga 5 hours. Nga na siya ka. That's how it started, no? But then, fast forward to 2024 when I won with Dabaw 2024, I was given the enormous responsibility of the crown, and I didn't want the platform to go to waste. So that's when we first established Making You Dreamers to what it is now. No? It started as a book drive lang. It started as a book drive in one community here in Davao City. And I used to give out storytelling, mga ingana lang. And then it morphed into something more. From book drives, we also started giving out symposiums and inspirational talks, no, for anti-bullying campaign. So, school-to-school caravan siya. From book drives in certain communities, we transformed into school caravans. We went from school to school, giving out books to children, and I also gave out talk for kids, no. And then after school to school caravan, it just by the grace of God, medyo nag-expand yun ang Making You Dreamers. At that time, kami lang yun sa akong mama ang nag-work ani, and we started something called the Dream Big Workshop. So it's one of our flagship projects in MND. And that was the time na nag-open namin for volunteers, and thankfully daghan na ang nag-join. So for as of now, we have 42 volunteers, if I'm not mistaken, close to 42 volunteers, and these are volunteers from different walks of life. Of course, we have beauty queens. We also have nurses. We also have teachers, LPTs, lawyers, and doctors. So these are different people, no, who come together to for a shared mission to make new dreamers. And from Dream Big workshops, we also had another project. We call it the Learning Hub, M&D Learning Hubs. We have 2 learning hubs so far. One in Carmen, Baguio District. It's a tribal village, Nami Learning Hub. And basically, a learning hub is just para siyang library. It's mainly a library. We have books there, and we have educational materials. And every week, we would hold learning sessions there. Different activities. Sometimes tutorial sessions, no, and then sometimes we also have workshops, creative workshops, but para sa mga bata. And then after the learning hubs, we also have Dream Camp. We call it Dream Camp because our mission is not just for the kids, but it's also for volunteers. So, namin mga capability building, capacity buildings for the volunteers. And basically, Making You Dreamers is started with the understanding that sometimes kids do not have the luxury of dreaming. Dreaming is a luxury for some children, no? Sometimes they do not have the privilege to have these wild, wild dreams like some of us na bata pa lang ta, makaingon na ta na gusto na nato mga abogado, gusto na ko ingani. Sometimes kids do not have that luxury kay they have trouble making ends meet and trying to survive the day. I remember in one of our learning hubs sa Baguio District, pag start yun namo dito ang mga bata, whenever we start workshop, my first question for the kids would be, unsa inyong gusto pagdako ninyo? And their answers, all of them, their answers were just, duha ra ka buok, either sundalo or police. Kaya maura man ilang makitaan, so makita nila ilang mga angkol, nagsundalo na okay ang kinabuhi, nakapabalay, so mauna ilang makitaan. And as the workshop progressed, pila may ka-weeks nag-aadto dito, one of the measure of success namo is when we end the workshop, we ask them again, what do you want to be? So nanay gusto mahimong nurse, nanay gusto mahimong doctor, kasi we try to introduce other jobs and career opportunities to them, so murag ma-broaden good ang ilang horizon. And that's basically the goal of Making New Dreamers, no? To try and make new dreamers out of these kids, not just mainly through workshops, no? Although education is really something na dili mo ma-duplicate, it's invaluable to these kids, no? But also through our interactions with the kids, we are hoping that we could plant seeds of dreams in them that in time, when they grow up, kung asa man sila dalaon sa panahon, they could look back on that interactions, that moments in their lives, and murag makakuha po sila og paglaom from that moment. And of course, their dreams would become their compass kung asa man sila dalaon. So that's basically how Making New Dreamers started and what we're doing now. Of course, segue na lang po na ako our current project, the reason why I'm here. Our current project it's a Dream Big workshop. It's the cycle 2 of our Dream Big workshops. And this time, our partner is Padre Pio's Home for Children. It's a home for children in Tugbok. And we have been going there for 5 Saturdays. Tomorrow is our 5th Saturday. So, ang ginatudlo naman sa mga bata is reading. We also have arts, visual arts. We have teachers for that, licensed professional teachers, good. Ng mga volunteers namo, and then we also have special sessions. Our special sessions are mostly hygiene, first aid, kanang mga practical skills na dapat nila matun-an, no? And then we also have workshops na creative, so dancing, singing, and hosting. So 5 Saturdays we've done that whole day, 8 to 4 p.m. And then for July 4, this coming July 4, it will be their grand recital. So we call it the Dream Big Shine Bright Recital, wherein it's a show by the kids and for the kids po. So, they will be presenting kung sa ilang natunan. So, kung dancing sila, magsayaw, sing, and then sila po mag-host. So, ilahag yun na siya na event. And it will happen at 2 p.m. sa Holy Cross Davao of Davao College Theater. So, mga siya. So, that is one of the biggest events sa amuang org, no, sa among NGO this year. And that's why we're still open for sponsors and donors. So if ever anyone is willing to help, no, since our org is just an NGO, so nilipot ko dato. So we're all of these projects, we really rely on the generous hearts of others. And by the grace of God, no, pati ako usahay dili ko makatuo na we've reached this far just relying on the kindness of others. So we're really hoping that we could get more help. And of course, kaning mga nagatabang sa mua, mga partners and sponsors, we call them dream builders. Amo ang volunteers, dream makers. Ang amo dream builders are also invited to be part of the recital. Kay sila lang po ang mga cheerers. Mo lang ilahang job sa recital, mga cheerleaders sa mga bata. Since ang ubang mga bata wala may parents, no? Ang mga madre lang man ilahang parents. So we're trying to gather more people para mag-cheer sa ilaha during the recital.
And we're very thankful, no, that you're doing this initiatives, Han, because not all queens, no, get to realize all their advocacies. No?
Yeah.
I think you're one of the few siguro nakita
Yeah, we're
ako.
trying to redefine that also, Sir Ian, on one of the goals of Making You Dreamers, since we also have a lot of beauty queens, not mga training na mga Mutya spot, ginapa-volunteer na ako sila, and then mga barangay na mga beauty queens, naga-volunteer po sa amo. We're trying to redefine that na ang mga beauty queen dapat sa Dabaw, kay maura mo gid among reach, na dili lang gwapa or dili lang storya, but also they do the work.
Exactly. Pero I'm just curious, ngano kani nga advocacy mo napili?
Siguro tungod kay I was very bullied as a kid. I think I've said this a million times already. As you know, I am the first plus size Mutya ng Davao. So ako ang una na tambok na Mutya ng Davao. And as a kid, bullied gid ko. I would, to the point na murag, night times ako ang childhood sa akong elementary na dili ako musulod og klase kay kanang ginabully gid ko. And then I didn't want to be part of the class anymore. And then it was a tough childhood all until teenage years. But the only outlet I had was workshops. Kaya akong mother, who's right there, she would give, dala ko niya sa mga workshop ba. And sa summer workshops na mo kay sa summer, dili man mi mag-travel good. Kay gipit. Dili mi mag-travel. So ang ginayon mo sa akong mother, kay ginatagaan ko niya og mga workshops. So singing, dancing, arts, tanan, ako ang atinan. Kanang mga free pa na dati sa mall. If you reach 500 pesos, naka free workshop, kanang mga ana. And that became my outlet. That's how I solidified my worthhood and how I saw myself, my value, not in what I look like, but in what I can do. So that's also what we're trying to replicate sa Making You Dreamers. It started as body positivity, good sir, no? We try to refocus, no? Ang focus sa mga bata karon since kabaluta, mga bata karon grabe yung social media, na they have so many hours spent on social media and sometimes negative ang effect ana. And that's why we're trying to bring back the good old days na they would be creative, more creative, no? They would try to draw their imagination kana mga ana. We're trying to refocus them so that in hopes na pagdako nila, they would not be focused more on their bodies or dili sila kasi self-esteem, insecurities, these are seemingly small things, no? These are seemingly small things, but when they compound, they make way to bigger mental problems that would have more bigger mental effects. So that's what we're trying to duplicate, and we're trying to alleviate that effect. So that's how it started.
All right, thank you so much, Han, for sharing it with us. Later we'll get more details. So, karon naman mo ambak na kay Miss Ann Pelingon. Teacher Ann, tell us more about your upcoming training. This is a training, right?
Yes, this is a training workshop. So, again, my name is MARGARET Pelingon, Mabuhay Dabaw. I'm here to promote one of the initiatives that Davao Tourism Association or Davao City Tourism Association. It's already on its third year implementation with the supervision of our president, Ms. Nicole Nina and all the rest of the officers. So this is already the third year, and we call this CGSP. That's for Certified Guest Service Professional. I think perhaps siguro from this group meron nang naka-earn, but I'm also part of the second batch. Last year, I took this. We hold it in Pinnacle Hotel. So it's almost like a week-long training workshop. Again, this is initiated by the Davao Tourism Association in partnership with Department of Tourism Region 11, and this is given by ALE, the provider of this training. That's American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute. So this is basically an international certification and training. Most of the recipients, yung sumasali talaga, are coming from tourism and hospitality sector. But this is also open to all, no? It's a multi-sectoral invitation because it primarily focuses not just on the sector, but this specializes on guest service and how we enhance and improve guest satisfaction. So this will commence on July 14 because July 14 is the orientation day. That's about from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But the training starts from July 15 to 17. To be advised pa ang venue because we're still checking on the number of the participants. But last year, we were about 30 kasi yun ang parang slots that we need to meet. But there were some who failed to join kaya parang they're really very eager to join this year. So this may cost quite much, no, but I guarantee you, no, talagang it's a full pack training seminar kasi nga ako, I'm one of the recipient. And what's best here is you can put this on your name, no? May comma na yung name nyo.
Additional, ano?
Yes, additional part ng honorific mo. So, yeah, like my name, the comma, CE, because I'm also certified events educator, and comma, CGSP, no? So, yeah, but the cost, as I've said, if you remember your establishment, kasi, di ba, that Davao Tourism Association, institutional ang membership dyan. So, whatever company or member, yung mga tauhan, no, mga staff and personnel that they have, can enjoy discounted rates. So, it would cost them 13,500 for early bird. For non-member, non-data member, it would cost you 14,000. Last day for early bird would be June 30. So, after June 30, babalik na po sa regular rate, which is 15,000 pesos. So, that's really the cost of the training. Why? Because it doesn't include only the international certification, but the training, because again, very high reputable speaker that you will have. Plus, it includes also the snacks, lunch, the entire training kit. What else? Of course, the venue, and of course, the international certificate, plus the assessment. So, hindi lang po ito basta training and seminar or workshop, no? You have to really pass the assessment because, well, it's about ilang questions lang naman yun. About 30 if I can remember. But you have to really have a good rating so you can really get that title or that certification. So again, it's multi-sectoral. It's open to all. I'm inviting some of my friends from the Academe. I know this is really one of your intention, no? At kailangan nyo rin ito for accreditation. So now we're bringing it back, no, for the third time. I hope you don't miss this time kasi maraming regrets last year. Bakit hindi alam? So now, thank you to Pep Talk na promote natin as early as June because again, this will be on July 14 for the orientation and 15, 16, 17 is the training. That's the 3 days workshop already. So if you have further question or you like to book, just visit Davao Tourism Association or yun, kasi nandun na lahat ng details. You can scan the QR for registration. And yeah, so far that's...
Alright, thank you so much. For clarification, anybody can join. No? Dili lang siya kailangan mag-represent the company. They can join
yeah,
as an
it's individual naman, sir. Yun lang, what they can enjoy is if their company is a member of DATA, then they have, lesser ang kanilang. Basta before June 30 po, sana makapag-register kayo ahead para you can at least book the slot so you can grab that early bird rate. Again, for data member institution, that's 13,500. For non-data, 500 lang difference, it's 14,000. And after June 30, 15,000 na po ang rate. At hindi kayo magsisisi. It's really, ako for me, are you already a recipient? Not yet? Wala pa ba dito? Well, I guarantee you, it will really improve not just the guest service skills, but it would really enhance also all the rest of guest satisfaction, method and all that. So, and many things that you will learn on the American level kasi nga, the one who conducted it is coming from American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute.
Alright, this is also a chance of a lifetime. No? Kaya di siya per may gina-offer.
Yes, oo.
So, yes, it's a rare opportunity.
Third time pa lang ito in Davao. So, grab the opportunity na.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing it with us, Anne. karon naman mo adto ba sa mga hotels and properties nato diri sa Davao Region with their exciting promotions. Musugod ta kay Jason Amigo kung asa nga from Luxebridge, unsay mga updates sa Luxebridge? Any updates on your current promotions or upcoming promotions?
So for Luxebridge Hotel, we have a best available rates promos with 35% off. So the promo starts 2,800 with single or double occupancy with breakfast. So the promo start this month and up until Kadayawan 2026.
For F&B, any promos?
All right. So actually, just to introduce at our restaurant, it's called the Daily Table. It's at Luxebridge Hotel. So actually, the TDT started just to cater the breakfast of our hotel guests, but now we are open for the public. So we are open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. So TDT actually is parang we advocate to promote Davao and Mindanao, not just through our foods. And kanina, I appreciated Sir Oscar when you told us na there are paintings in the restaurants. So in our restaurant also, we're showcasing arts from our local artists. And kung siguro kung daghan pa may space sa walls, mapuno to mga paintings ng mga local artists. And we're also using local beans for our coffees and chocolates. So we really wanted to promote Davao through our foods and through our services as well. So TDT or the Daily Table got this promotion. Now we are participating in the Duo Davao Cafe and Chocolate Crawl and the Eat and Sip food crawl. So the crawl starts June 15 up until July 15. And aside from that, we also have Saturday nights, trivia nights in partnership with Trivia Pinas. So every Saturday at 7 p.m. And for our upcoming events, we have a community run. Since TDT wanted to not just to be known as not just a restaurant, but also a place for each community. So we have events for different communities. Aside from that, we also have deals for pickleball players. So as we all know, pickleball courts here in Davao is like nagkana na gyud. So we will be doing pickleball deals for all the pickleball players. And aside from that, we will be having a Kadayawan buffet. So watch out for more promotions, community promotions for the TDT or the Daily Table. So we're located at the Luxebridge Hotel at Maa, Davao City.
Thank you so much, Chicks and Nico. Before I proceed with Luisa, I'd like to acknowledge the presence. I would like her to join us, Miss Mai Sanchez of the Primer Group, who's going to share with us. Kanang bring your own chair, maganda rin, Mai. Who's going to share with us. There's a good news also. Ibalik na nilang it's a very popular brand here, SM Lanang. Proceed sa kay Luis, no? To tell us more about their promotions. Of course, Luis is from our favorite Montefrio.
So now we're going to the Highland Resort again. For Montefrio, for this upcoming July, of course, we're happy to tell you that we're turning 6 years in the Highlands of the majestic Mount Apo already. And for today's pep talk, I'm going to promote the Montefrio 6th Anniversary Weekday Special. It's a month-long anniversary special discount for all of our guests staying on Sundays to Thursday, excluded lang ang weekends and of course ang holidays. Now, room rates start at for the 6th Anniversary Special, 2,700 per villa room. It comes with a breakfast and good for 2 until 9,900 good for 9 persons for the family room. Now, for this year, since as usual, since the last pep talk, sir, we've been doing a party during the anniversary of Montefrio. Now we're heading more of into giving back to the community. So this July we'll be doing much more of on the community social responsibility. We have a schedule on July 7, a tree planting activity in the Highlands of Mount Apo. And of course, on July 8, a feeding program for the students in the Apolandia community. And also for the Montefrio 6th Anniversary Special, we're giving away discount on all of our F&B outlets. For the restaurante, minimum of 1,666 pesos. It lasts 6% on all of the total bill. The Chill Cafe, it's a minimum of 666 pesos, less 6% also. And for the Cafe Free, it's a 1,666 minimum, less 6% on the total bill. And last but not the least, of course, we have launched last month the first in the Philippines of its kind, the Sky Swing with a swiveling 100 feet drop experience. It's first in the Highlands and first in the Philippines. For single, it's 400 pesos, and for the tandem riders, it's only 700. Available 8 to 6 p.m. daily, Monday to Sunday.
Alright, thank you so much. Paspas kayo, no? Anniversary na po, magpagkulang po ito last.
Yes, time flies so fast, sir. Yes.
Alright. Okay, so ang back na punta kay Lowell from Star Hotel and Paramount Coffee to tell us their upcoming or existing promotions.
So good morning. I will be promoting our ongoing and upcoming promos. So first is the Dual Dabaw Super Cheap and Yes promos. So when you where you can save up to 25% off on all rooms po. So the second is the Sip and Win promo. So this is the collaboration from Cebu Pacific. This is Fly to Manila, Tacloban, and Puerto Princesa. So participants can join by a minimum of cigar receipt purchase of 500 pesos from Paramount Coffee, including our Butuan branch. So this promo is until July 31. So next is the Dual Davao Kape at Chocolatic Roll. So experience a flavorful journey and discover the best coffee experience destinations in Davao City. So lastly, the Dual Davao Eat and Sip. So Paramount also will join this. So this is more likely Dual Davao and Chocolatic Roll.
How many branches na bang Paramount?
So Paramount has 6 branches. So this is the SM Ecolan. The main branch is the Star Hotel. Next is the Twin Palms, the Riverfront branch, and Lannang branch and the Butuan branch.
Ay, abo na po, Butuan.
Yes po.
Do you have any plans to open more branches?
As of now, wala pa po.
Alright. Yes. Okay, and of course, sa ato ang higala no, kay May Sanchez, May. Of course, si May na bahala to tell us more about this good news here at SM Lanang.
Yes, it's good news indeed that the monkey is back in Davao and here in SM Lanang. So Kipling has reopened its doors at the ground floor of SM Lanang. Actually, there's been a change of hands with Kipling. So now it's with primary group of companies. So we are hoping to expand this global brand more, of course, with the support of the whole Davao community, because it's actually a little bit of trivia. It's actually inspired by Rudyard Kipling, the creator of Jungle Book, and that's why it has that iconic monkey mascot or trinket. So it's back with versatile designs and of course with this iconic lightweight design and crinkled nylon, and of course the matching monkey na mascot niya. So we have a lot more offerings, and of course we will be offering soon mga luggage as well. So it's really perfect for Dual Davao, especially for our travelers, for our laagan ng mga customers, and perfect for the young professionals and for back to school as well. We actually have a lot of customers who use Kipling as their school bag. So we would like to invite everyone to visit our store at the ground floor of SM Lanang Premier. And of course, in time for Dual Davao, we also have a very exciting promo, buy to get 20% off. So it's you can have it as a combination of bag and accessories. So we would like to invite everyone, our media friends, and of course our co-panelists to please visit our store at the ground floor.
All right, welcome back, Kipling.
Yeah.
Is this the only branch by Davao or Mindanao?
Actually, this is the first branch outside Metro Manila. So we actually just reopened, and this is the third in the Philippines. So wala pa sa Cebu, wala pa sa other cities. Yes, Davao good. Oh, Davao good first.
Grabe ang Dual Davao ni Oka.
Dual Davao. Yeah.
Supported by the private sector, well supported. And now we open the questions from our friends in media. Sige, Gio.
Hello, I'll start kay Sir Lawrence. Hello, sir. Ni hao.
Hi, sir. Ni hao.
Lanang Symposium, no, you mentioned it's about yung heritage, culture, and language. Will it also discuss the Chinese history here in Davao City?
That's a really good question, po, sir. Actually, we do have at least 2 sessions po this. Yeah, we actually do have 2 sessions po that are going to be discussing some things about Davao history. No, sorry, yung Chinatown history in Davao. Let's see. Yeah, we also do have just a quick preview in our. I can show this to you later, din po, sir. No, it's like in our program we do have some guest speakers po. Sir Dom Sibafranca and Sir Benedicto Lim Jr. who wrote a book, actually a coffee table book about yung mga ancestors ng mga Chinese yung mga Chinese pilgrims who moved here to Davao. So they're going to be speaking. They're also going to be speaking about the history of Davao City, Chinatown. Yeah, so that's going to be covered in po.
Yung schools such as like yung Davao Chonghua High School, no, they're going to be involved in this symposium, din, no?
Yes, po. They're actually the venue po for this symposium. So we're gonna be in the Tanyanki Auditorium po ni Davao Chonghua High School. Yeah, again, that's July 10 to 11, 2026 po. Yeah.
Will you also invite guest speakers like yung si Consul General?
Sorry po?
Will you also invite guests such as yung si Consul General of China?
Oh, okay. This is more about yung mga like local Chinoy po na community. So we're not really anong tawag dito? We're not really associated or like with like governments or things like that, no? So yun din. We're also not like identifying as Chinese per se or Filipino per se. Kasi this is about like this is Chinoy type of thing with Davao. It's what's this? It's like anong tawag dito? It's a hybrid type of culture po, which is what Lanang Archives is about.
Last question, sir. You mentioned this is the first ever symposium ni Lanang Archives, no?
In Davao po.
Davao, no?
Yes po.
Do you plan to make this yearly here in the city?
Okay, so the little background po, the first one was in 2024 there in Diliman, and then also again in Manila in 2025, this year in Davao. So next year we're exploring kasi most of the people kasi in the organization are from Metro Manila. No, so we're trying to expand outwards out of Manila. And so Davao just happens to be one of the many cities that we've started with. Although next year we're not totally sure what city we're going to be what city is going to be hosting yet. But most likely we're going to be rotating through the country wherever we have prominent Chinese community, Chinese Filipino communities po. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Shishi.
Thank you.
To Ma'am Hannah po. Ma'am, making new dreams is more of like empowering the children naman, no, to achieve their dreams.
Yes, exactly.
When you were crowned as the Mutya of Dabaw 2024, ma'am, mo na imong main advocacy, ma'am. Like, it was really in your heart na for this advocacy, no?
Yes po, yes, it was. Since my advocacy was body positivity, I have always, if you look back on my final Q&A po, I also mentioned there that I wanted to focus on the community, so community-based projects, and focus on the grassroots and the kids. Okay, if I recall, if nakita ninyo tong Q&A na ko, I mentioned something like, if children grew up to be, if they had like great childhoods, if they would grow up to be functioning individuals, they could also love Davao City like I do. Kay mga talking final question, but basically the point was that I wanted to create a space where children could feel loved, valued, and seen, so that when they grow up, they would also be the same, give the same love to others as well.
Okay. Yung organization niyo, ma'am, correct me if I'm wrong, recently lang siya
It was established in 2024, but the advocacy was made before that pa gid. As I mentioned ganiha kay bata pa lang ko, we've had several outreach activities na, but it was only with my family. But thankfully, only in 2024, it was named and established as Making You Dreamers na gid.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, Sir Luis. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir, for this 6th anniversary, sir, what made you decide na kani ang yang murag tema gani compared sa last year katong retro, no? What made you like think kanang nag-decide na for the community
Yes.
gani?
Yes. Of course, we've been staying in the Highlands for 6 years already, sir, and we haven't had a very big CSR ever since. But we've been doing CSR, but most likely just small CSR. But now we're shifting onto giving back to the community because before Montefrio was there, the community is already there. Sila ang nag-help sa amin to really grow. They helped us with the tourism and of course uplifting the guests and of course helping and welcoming clients in the highlands of Mount Apo. So now is the time for us to really give back big time to the guests, to the community in the area. And yeah, so that's why we have decided to make it different from last year. So most probably the next big events na similar last year will come up on the 8th anniversary, which is a good number all year round for organization.
Sa community, sir, kinsa ni sila, sir?
Yes. Of course, for the July 8th is the feeding program, which will be given to the Apolandia Elementary School. It's a community there nearby the resort. It has a population of around 200 to 300 students. And for July 7, there's this one secluded space in the highlands of Kapatagan wherein there's not much trees pa. So we'll be planting trees to, of course, it will help the upcoming generations and to protect the Mother Earth of Kapatagan.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Then to Sir Oscar, sir. Sir, here in Davao City, what's ang pinaka-popular na medium of art? Is it drawing ba, painting?
Actually, that's a good question because we've been assessing and evaluating. No, we asked them to register. Daghan yun ang performing arts. No, not only solely for music and or dance, both yun. No, kung makita niyo our entertainment industry is booming. No, a lot of bars mag-close, mag-open na po because a lot of local talents dito sa Davao. But then again, yun na yung question siguro gusto ko ikabit siya dun sa Creative City because we would like to register Davao City as a Creative City, part of the Creative City Network of UNESCO. So, kung saan ato ang niche, kasi Baguio is for folk arts, Cebu is for design, and then Quezon City is for film, and then Iloilo is for gastronomy, and latest is Dumaguete for literary arts. Eh, ang problema natin dito, isa lang ang i-register mo, aawayin ka ng mga taga Dabaw. That's good thing dito sa Dabaw is that no one wants to be left behind. Sila gyud maningkamot gyud na muyaw-yaw, even in Facebook, maskin anong away sa atin, magsalita, mag-away-away man ta. But then again, pag awayin na ang Dabaw, solid tayo. No, as Dabawenyos. Ewan ko, that's the spirit of Davao. Na questionable sa even sa buong Pilipinas. Bakit? Ano ba ang mga taga-Davao na ito? Mga bobo, isa lang ang pinapakinggan, etc. But tayo naman, nag-aaway naman tayo pag isa sa atin ma-left behind. So that's one thing. We did a lot of consultations. And then, one thing is that when we discussed it to the officials of UNESCO, they said, hindi naman limited yung category, doon lang sa kung saan tayo. Kasi, ang karamihan dito is folk arts because rooted ang ating culture sa indigenous. So, but then again, Baguio na. I think Iligan also and South Cotabato would like to register, pero folk arts din sila. So now, ato-ato lang sulti, kay pwede daw mag-open og category. So what we are planning is, if you remember the tagline of Davao, diversity, we have diversity is beauty. Davao's diversity is our beauty. I think we have to register the diversity of Davao. We have lots of different form of arts, everything from visual arts to performing arts like dance, music, and even booming na pud karon ang architecture and allied arts. So, hinay-hinay, nagkaroon na ng education ang mga tao. Kasi before, they don't know about allied arts. Na pag sinabi mong architecture, yung buildings lang. But now, kasama na dito ang interior design, ang landscaping, and even yung fashion design, no, is already part of that. Kasi even dun sa as national artist, meron na tayong fashion designers na mga national artists. So, ito yung lumalawak. So, ibig sabihin, hindi tayo nalilimit lang nakafocus kung ano yung meron na dictate by the Western concept of the art, na yun. So, ito ngayon, nag-elaborate na tayo. So, I think, Davao City, tama talaga yung isang tagline na diversity is our beauty. So, like, in fact, we have, during Kadayawan, we celebrate it, no? We have the indigenous, we have the Moro people, we have a lot of cultural communities na gusto natin i-celebrate them. We have the Chinese, we have the Japanese, kasi even before the invasion of the Spaniards, meron na tayong trading with the Chinese, and nandito na ang mga Chinese people, no? In fact, meron tayong isang area from Hulon na napadpad yung isang dato pumunta ng China, na nagkaroon na talaga siya ng kanya, doon na siya namatay. No? Something, those are the beauty of our history. So, ayan, maganda ngayon na napag-uusapan na talaga. So, yun, sir. And our office is facilitating all this. So, we hope that we will be coordinating with a lot of organization. Ang problema lang talaga namin is that is why we call all the artists to create their own guild. Kasi we could not deal with them on a one-on-one basis. Our office is so small. So like for example, sa visual arts, among the visual arts, to be honest, daghang faction. Yung mga old school, the young school, mag-away-awayan sila. Kanya-kanya yan sila. Pero one thing,
Creative differences mo na.
that's one, creative differences. And mag-dominate man good. Labi na ang mga seniors, mag-dominate na ito yung pinakamaganda. Which is, hindi mo na masabi, no one could have the monopoly of viewing such thing. No? Pag sinabi mong art, kanya-kanya lang talaga yan. So what is popular now may be unpopular last year. No, but then nag-evolve, no? Even the language, nag-evolve na siya. Everything is evolving. So that is why yung mga IP, we also educate them that innovation is one talaga, inevitable. So pag sinabi mo, like, fusing in yung mga textile before, ayaw ng mga IPs, hindi kayo mga lumad, huwag kayong gumamit ng mga damit namin. Hindi nyo pwede i-incorporate yan. But now, because of the innovations, it's already a trend, and we have a lot of government policies incorporating local textile to the uniforms of the local government, of the entire government. In fact, civil service meron ng national memo na talaga. And I think even our mga hotels, gina-incorporate na po nila ang mga local textiles into their uniform. Uniform ba ang tawag? Di ba? Representing, para may kanya silang brand. No? So I think that's one thing. Before, the elders, no, mga councils ng IP, ayaw niyan. In fact, gusto pa nila mag-ordinance na papatawan ang mga local designers using local textiles sa ilahang mga designs. Pero hindi na ngayon. It's open. Kasi natutunan natin, like for example, in China, the Chinese people, ang dami nilang na-register sa UNESCO, intangible heritage sa UNESCO. Because Sabi nila, because all this intangible heritage na ginagawa nila in designs, na i-incorporate nila sa present lifestyle. So, hindi siya namamatay. Ang concept natin, pag may mga local textile, table runner, kung hindi table runner, i-frame, i-display lang. So, ano mangyayari niyan? After 5 years, mabubulok yan, mawawala, malabay na. So, we have to incorporate it to the present time, to the present lifestyle. 10 years ago, different ang lifestyle. This year is different. So, nagkakaroon na ng mga innovations. So, that's one aspect na ginagawa namin sa office.
Kanina sir, you said performing arts, no? Muni ang mga sayaw, kanta, theater, no? Right na muna ang murag top,
Actually,
form of art.
sila ang pinakadagan nag-register. When we call for a registration, sila ang pinakadaghan. Pero I think kulang lang yung education because they thought before na kung manawagan may magpapirma sa ilaha as part of our directory, ay papatawan na kami ng buwis. Baka i-tax na daw sila. Kung may gig sila, i-tax. Sabi namin, no. Isang assessment namin is like during pandemic, ang daming na-displaced na mga entertainers, na mga musicians. Asan sila pupunta? Hindi sila pwede pumunta sa tourism sector at manghingi. Kasi hindi rin sila nakaregister doon sa hotel. Because kwan lang sila, contractual. Seasonal lang kung kinakailangan. So, kaya kailangan namin para makabigay yung ang gobyerno, no, the local government will know who are the mga performing artists, mga musicians, like yung mga sessionistas na gitarista, may banda, iisa lang naman ang pangalan nila, pero ang dami nilang members. So pag nagkasakit ang isang gitarista, wala na. So kaya ang sinasabi nila, di ba, sa mga katiguangan, walang pera sa art. That was true before, but now, no. No, in demand. As the tourism sector nga, i-report nila, ang pinakamalaking naambag, nakita talaga, ang mga entertainers, ang mga artists. So, we are, because of the Creative Industry Act, ngayon dahan-dahan na protektahan. So, through the office, no, dito sa local government, initiative, meron na rin tayo. So kaya, ayun, manawagan kami na we are calling all the artists na to register with us. Na in fact, ang dami na namin mga networks na naghihingi. Kasi like for example, if they're going to have a big conferences in Davao, they will ask, sino ang entertainers namin dyan? Sino ang magbibigay ng intermission? Sino pwede magbigay ng cultural? So, ang iilan lang, yung kikilala lang. So, ang ginagawa namin, para mabigyan ng opportunity, equal opportunity ang lahat, kinukuha namin, binibigay namin. And kasama na dito ang kanilang profile and their videos. So, kasi hihingi ang kliyente, bigay namin, para may menu na, mamimili na lang. And then, contact person, of course. And then, hindi rin kami magdidikta kung magkano. Sila na mag-direct negotiations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Sige,
Sige. Alright, kay Basin na yung magreklamo kay overtime na tapat. I would like to greet you mandatorily may adlaw mabuhay o madayaw. Okay, so kang Sir Oka, umutan na ako. I know that every generation alpha cannot relate sa tuang mga arts karon kay although the heritage, the cultures that ang mga generations nga nabilin anam-anam nagkawala. But of course, in your desire that you wanted to showcase, to introduce the cultures of Davao City, not just only for the next generations, but how can they appreciate such pag-abot aning no more generation left sa past, but they will highly appreciate katong pag-abot sa for another siglo to be specific, Sir Oka.
Sige. I think taas na siya nga. Pero symposium ang may tabo
In a
na.
nutshell.
In a nutshell, I think part of our programs sa office is that we are having networks with a different organization. Let's say, katong ginasulti nimo, ang pinaka-kuan karon popular is AI. No? How is AI incorporated to our arts and culture? So kana siya this coming August, magibibigyan din siya na sa Kadayawan. We will have a space for that. We tied up with Ayala Museum, no, kasi meron silang program. So we have a lot of experts that probably ma-elaborate na siya. As of now, I could not say na hindi maganda ang AI. No, I cannot. Actually, we are in the office, we are open. We don't make policies about kung masama. But then again, whether we like it or not, AI is now part of our daily life. Now, it is a tool. So how could that tool make magiging mas magaan pa ang buhay? And then, ano ang mga pros and cons? So those are the discussions later on, sir. So which I think, art is, sabi ko nga, is evolving. So number one, we just have to know our history. Kasi knowing our history, our heritage, we know to navigate our life leading to the future. Kasi kung hindi, ito yung kagandahan sa Dabaw. Kilala natin kung sino tayo. Kaya kahit every now and then nagbabago, ang sa politika man yan, sa ekonomiya, di ba kung makikita mo ang Davao very solid. Gibumbahan ang Rojas, after 2 days, balik ang Rojas. Buhay na naman tayo, business as usual. And that is the spirit of the Dabaweños na hindi makikita kahit saan dito sa part sa Pilipinas. Kaya yan yung isang aspeto na I think Davao will really survive what will ever happen because we are deeply rooted with our pasts and that's why we know our future, sir.
Okay. Before I would pass the microphone to Sir Rudolph, my last question to HANNA, may PICCIO.
Hello, Carlo.
Yeah. It's all about katong sa itong mga kids right now. We cannot deny na daghang mga na lain na ang ilahang perspective when it comes to what they want to be when they grow up. But the plus factor, ang artificial intelligence. But of course, I don't know if in your own perspective, what can, of course, the learners, the soon-to-be, whatever, when they want to grow up, that they should be focusing on one thing without doing the harm sa ato ang mga kaigsunan na although adaptation of the modern era is highly acceptable, but we cannot deny that going back to our roots is needed to be specific para ma-replenish ang ilahang learnings from their childhood up to what they will grow up. So what's your perspective on this?
So your question is whether AI can help these kids in discerning what they want to be when they grow up. Okay. For me, I think AI is not inherently bad. I don't think artificial intelligence is inherently bad, especially if we know how to use it. At the end of the day, AI is a technology, and I've always believed na ang technology is just a servant, and we are the masters. If we know how to be a good master, then AI can be a good tool. But for us naman in making new dreamers, in how we teach these kids, we don't use AI. We teach them not to rely on AI, especially ang pinaka-accessible kasi is ChatGPT. So, and of course, yung mga generated AI images, we teach them not to use that, especially at in their age, na it's still a formation age ba, kumbaga. So everything that they learn in childhood will be the foundation of what they will learn in adulthood. So, in our classes, in our workshops, we really, our volunteers are teachers. So we try to go back to the very simple and basic learnings. Like for example, reading. How do you read? Storytelling. Kasi, yan din yung na-notice namin yung mga bata ngayon, they're grade 5, grade 6, but they still have trouble reading simple sentences. So that's what we try to bridge. No, we have teachers for that. So in our classroom or in our setting, no, in our learning hubs, I don't think AI has a place in there, especially when you're trying to form kids, no? But it's different na naman when we're adults. Like, for example, kita, we already know how to use it, no? We can discern how to use it. We have conscience and all these faculties, no, in order to think if tama ba o dili. So that's a different story. But in our case, because since we're dealing with kids, we limit talaga the use of AI and we limit the use of phones and social media good. Since they are children, they're very impressionable. So, dali na kayo sila ma-influensyahan. So, whenever we spend time with them, we limit that. In one day, ganing na workshop, wala dyan na sila phone because we just encourage them to use their hands and their five senses lang. So, when they read with their eyes, and they read with their mouths. And then sa arts din, sila lang po nagamugna kung sa ilang gusto na i-draw or i-paint, no? And that's also, same goes with singing, dancing, and hosting. So, there's no place in AI sa among classroom. But as Sir Oka said, no, AI is a very big topic, pang symposium gid siya. But for us naman, we limit talaga the use of phones and social media.
No?
Marlo.
Okay, last two questions for me. Di ba every year, regular na tong CGSP, what's the difference of this? Yung event CGSP na pa. Di ba parang every year to siya?
This is the third year that data already implemented, sir. So, I'm part of the second batch last year. And then this is the third time that they brought Ale, who's the training sponsor for this. And yeah, the training institute for this.
Pareho pa rin yung
Yeah,
previous batches.
Pareho ang training, exactly, and assessment. Except that by batch, kasi we cannot accommodate that much. I think 30 is the target, but we're trying to fill in more koan din. We get more this time kasi yun nga, maraming regrets last time, friends din na hindi naka-join.
Okay, thank you. Sir Oka, yung mga di ba may kanina last week, yung culture walks, then yung Chinatown walks. Do we plan na merong regular na ganyan? Because kasi parang nag-mesh na ang culture and tourism. We have to promote our...
Yes. Now is we work closely together with our Davao City Tourism Operations Office. So, Will and I are frequently in talking terms kung paano mag-work together ang aming dalawang office. And yung regard sa walk, sir, that's only part of the first parang level. Kasi tiningnan namin, we already have a mapping kung ano yung mga different art institutions or cafes within the population of Davao City. So, ang una muna namin, yung pinaka-heart, San Pedro, and from Ponciano to San Pedro, yan lang muna. Ang hindi lang nasali doon kasi close talaga because of mandatory advisory is dapat kasama doon sa walk yung National Museum. Kaya lang, because of the recent events, may national advisory sila na close sila until further notice. So, hindi siya nasama. So, next one namin, radius is mahaba-aba na siya, hindi na siya magiging walk. Kasama na ang Torres, which includes Davao, Museo Dabawenyo, no? And then all other cafes and hotels within the area. Then yung may isa pang area is from Ponciano to Claveria kasi may bagong open yung upside down na museum, no? Diyan sa along Claveria. So gusto na din namin na i-part na rin siya, i-promote. Kasi magsasara na naman ito pag hindi siya properly promoted. We're happy that Bone Museum has its own following already. Even mga foreigners would go to their museum. So kanang upside down, it's just a small, no? May cafe, food shop. Pero but I think we have to promote it. Like, it's unique, Manggod. It's a modern art. And then of course, part is poblasyon. No? Kasi parang fun. And then yung bago ngayon dyan is along the old site of Aldivinco, na every afternoon, nagiging street cafe na siya. So which is maganda ding bagong feature na pwede isama din namin. And then we are now in negotiation with them. Like part of dun sa isang, although hindi daw nila building, pwede kausapin, gagawa natin ng mural. Yung isang wall doon na para makita din.
Kasi madaanan dun yung monument ni Edades na nasira na. May plano ba kayo ayusin yun? Because wala na yung ulo ata.
Actually, i-mapping pa po naman, sir. Kay apart from our national artist Edades, naapod daghan gibilin din si Abueva, no? Sculpture siya. In fact, there is a sculpture na iniwan si Abueva sa Magsaysay Park na naala siya sa suok. So, gina-inventory pa namo. Kay dili man good basta-basta, we have to seek permission sa national offices pa before we could transfer mga sites. So, maputi siya, sir, and at the same time, kailangan namin i-coordinate sa properly with mga architects and engineers. Kaya hindi mo siya basta-basta lang i-ball, ganun pool na ilipat. So, we are coordinating also with the Davao City Parks and Development Office kay kung asa na po siya na mo ibutang. So, our office is just naga-coordinate and naga-initiate. So, yan lahat. If next year, we will have a thorough cultural mapping, no, of the entire population lang una, and then later, the entire Davao City. Kay murag dako-dako magdud og budget at kinahanglan.
Okay, so I guess no, because we're running out of time. I'm sorry, but I'd like to thank again our guests for joining us this morning and our media friends also for coming. And we hope to see you again next time for our pep talks. And of course, you're all welcome to come back for your upcoming events gihapon. So sa tanan, may buntag o mabuhay pa dahil sa tanan. Daghang salamat. A picture sa picture.
Ako po, tindog na dito. Hindi na rin katindog.
This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape.
Crown of clouds, summer shores, the silver shrouds, Davao life, a vibrant beat, where the mountains and islands meet. Davao life, a vibrant beat, where the mountains and islands meet. Coffee hills and orchid bloom, chasing out the city gloom. Nature's pulse, a waking dream, dipping in the river stream.